Alcohol is a legal and widely consumed psychoactive substance that depresses the central nervous system. It usually causes relaxation and lowered inhibitions, but when taken in excess, it can lead to serious health problems such as addiction and liver damage. Cannabis, most commonly known as marijuana or simply weed, is a psychoactive drug that comes from the cannabis plant. It's often consumed because it creates a relaxing, calm effect and can produce feelings of euphoria. Many people use it casually for recreation, but it's also taken for medical reasons since some studies suggest it may help relieve pain and reduce nausea. Nicotine is a stimulant, most often found in tobacco products, especially cigarettes. It is highly addictive and triggers the release of dopamine in the brain, which creates feelings of pleasure and relaxation. However, smoking remains one of the leading causes of preventable diseases, including lung cancer and serious cardiovascular problems. Xanax is a benzodiazepine medication, often prescribed to treat anxiety and panic disorders because of its calming effects on the central nervous system. While effective under medical supervision, it is widely misused for its sedative and euphoric properties. Abuse of Xanax can lead to serious risks, including respiratory depression, memory problems, dependence, and addiction. MDMA is a synthetic drug that changes mood and perception, often bringing strong feelings of euphoria, higher energy, and emotional closeness. However, it can also be dangerous, causing dehydration and dangerously high body temperature. Cocaine is a strong stimulant that boosts energy, focus, and euphoria. However, it is highly addictive and linked to serious cardiovascular issues, along with a wide range of physical and mental health problems. Meth is a powerful central nervous system stimulant that boosts energy and focus. It is highly addictive and often leads to severe health problems, including cardiovascular damage, serious dental issues known as meth mouth, and long-term mental health complications. PCP, also known as phencyclidine or angel dust, is a dissociative anesthetic that can cause vivid hallucinations, delirium, and a distorted sense of reality. Its effects are highly unpredictable, and it is often linked to aggressive or dangerous behavior. Beyond the immediate risks, PCP use can also leave long-lasting negative effects on mental health. Heroin is an illegal opioid made from morphine that produces intense euphoria and strong pain relief. However, it is extremely dangerous and can quickly lead to addiction, respiratory failure, and other severe health problems, with major social and public health consequences. Ketamine is a dissociative anesthetic that can create a trance-like state and hallucinations. Used medically as an anesthetic, it is sometimes taken recreationally, but this can cause disorientation, visual and auditory hallucinations, and long-term cognitive damage. High doses can lead to a K-hole, a deep dissociative state with intense hallucinations and a distorted sense of time, often leaving users unresponsive. MDA is a psychedelic amphetamine similar to MDMA, but with different effects. It can increase empathy and energy, often with stronger hallucinogenic properties. However, its long-term risks and consequences are still not well understood. LSD is a powerful hallucinogen that strongly alters perception and mood. Known for its long-lasting effects, it often produces intense and colorful hallucinations, though its long-term psychological impact remains not fully understood. Shrooms contain psilocybin, a hallucinogenic compound that creates altered perceptions, vivid hallucinations, and sometimes deep spiritual experiences. They carry relatively low risks of physical harm, but can still cause significant psychological effects in some users. DMT is a powerful hallucinogen found in some plants that produces extremely intense but short psychedelic experiences. It is often connected to mystical or spiritual visions and is considered one of the most powerful psychedelics known. Its effects are still not fully understood, and while many users claim it gave them personal insights, it also carries unpredictable mental risks. Ayahuasca is a psychoactive brew traditionally used in Amazonian shamanic rituals. It combines DMT with a monoamine oxidase inhibitor, which prevents the body from breaking down DMT quickly, making the experience last for hours instead of minutes. Often consumed in ceremonies for spiritual or healing purposes, it can also cause intense psychological effects and physical reactions, including severe vomiting and diarrhea. Salvia divinorum is a hallucinogenic plant that produces intense but short-lived effects when smoked or chewed. It can cause vivid hallucinations and altered perceptions, though its long-term effects are still unclear. Its legality also varies by region, and because it is used less often, Much less is known compared to drugs like DMT. LSA is a natural psychedelic compound found in morning glory seeds. Eating the seeds can cause altered perceptions and hallucinations, but it also brings risks like nausea, vomiting, and other unpleasant side effects. Nitrous oxide, often used in dentistry as an anesthetic, is also taken recreationally as a dissociative drug. It produces a short burst of euphoria and altered perception, but frequent or excessive use can cause health problems, including vitamin B12 deficiency. Steroids, or anabolic androgenic steroids, are synthetic forms of the male sex hormone testosterone. While they do have valid medical uses, their non-medical use, especially in sports, can cause serious health problems, including cardiovascular damage and unpredictable mood swings. Kratom is a tropical tree from Southeast Asia whose leaves contain compounds that can act as either a stimulant or a sedative depending on the dose. Some people use it for pain relief or to manage withdrawal from opioids, but there are strong concerns about its potential for addiction. GHB is a depressant that affects the central nervous system, producing relaxation and euphoria. It is sometimes used recreationally, but it has a very narrow safe range. Overdosing can easily occur, leading to respiratory failure and severe consequences. DXM is a common cough suppressant found in many over-the-counter medicines. In large doses, it can act as a dissociative and hallucinogen, but misuse can cause serious health issues, including addiction and breathing problems. Often confused with lean, DXM has far more unpredictable effects. Lean is a recreational drink made by mixing codeine-based cough syrup with soda and candy. The codeine produces a sedative effect, but misuse can cause serious health issues, including addiction and respiratory depression. Though often glorified in music culture, it has been linked to multiple overdose deaths. Spice, also called K2, is a synthetic cannabinoid sprayed onto plant material and smoked to mimic the effects of marijuana. Because the chemical makeup can vary widely, its effects are highly unpredictable and can be dangerous, often causing severe anxiety and hallucinations. NBOMe is a synthetic hallucinogen designed to mimic LSD and is often sold on blotter paper under that name. While it produces strong hallucinations, it is far more dangerous than LSD, carrying a high risk of seizures, organ failure, and even death at doses that would normally be safe with real LSD. Bath salts are synthetic drugs created to mimic cathinones found in the cat plant. They act as stimulants, producing bursts of energy and altered perceptions, but they also carry serious risks, including hypothermia and severe cardiovascular problems. Poppers, also known as amyl nitrite, are recreational inhalants that create a brief head rush and feelings of euphoria. While not considered physically addictive, frequent use can still cause negative effects like headaches, dizziness, and other health risks. Datura, sometimes called Jimson weed, contains tropane alkaloids that have hallucinogenic effects. Ingesting parts of the plant can cause powerful and delirious experiences, but it is also highly toxic and carries a high risk of severe adverse effects. Krokodil is a synthetic opioid made from codeine that is infamous for its devastating effects on the body. Its use can cause severe tissue damage, gangrene, and extreme skin problems, making it one of the most physically destructive drugs known. Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid prescribed for severe pain but also produced illegally. It is far stronger than most opioids, making even tiny amounts extremely dangerous. Overdoses are common, and in some cases, even minimal exposure can put bystanders at risk.